All week, 10 TV is making it a mission to talk about mental health. And Ohio State head coach Ryan Day and his wife Christina are helping coaches and families across the state.
10 TV's Dom Taveri spent time with a couple and learned how they're using a mantra from their home and putting it on the field. Dom.
Yeah, that mantra is that it is okay not to be okay and that you need to keep it honest. First of all, I want to commend Nina and Ryan Day for coming forward and helping to lead the charge when it comes to mental health issues. Suicide is the second leading killer of our children, only behind car crashes. Coach Day and Nina are using their own personal tragedy to help others.
He was just 9 years old when his life changed forever.
Lost my dad to suicide, and then, you know, at that time especially, just nobody really talks about it.
For years, Ryan Day kept it private. He learned to live with the pain.
Have you come to grips with it? I'm sure there was anger, you know, as you were a young man growing up. Have you come to grips now? Have you forgiven your dad?
Yeah, I think because it's like anything else, you think there's physical health, but you don't really understand there's mental health. And if he had died of cancer, we wouldn't even be talking about something like this. You know, it would be a whole different mentality.
When Ryan Day became the head coach of the Buckeyes, he and his wife, Nina, decided to go public to get in front of mental health awareness.
When you have certain feelings, you know, you need to have someone that you can go to.
It has become their mission to help others. They started a program at Nationwide Children's Hospital for pediatric and adolescent mental health. It is all in support of the On Our Sleeves program.
With his history with his dad, and you know, I've had a history of anxiety in my life, so we just thought that this was probably a good opportunity for us to start shedding some light on a topic that wasn't really discussed very much.
Car crashes are the leading killer of children age 8 to 24 in the United States. Suicide is the second leading killer of the age group. To make people understand that mental health issues are real, Nina says honesty is the key.
And I say that to my kids, I say that to Ryan all the time. You know, let's not pretend things are okay if they're not. It's okay not to be okay. That's kind of just my mantra in our house is like, there's no make-believe here. If you're suffering, if you have anxiety, if you have depression, or if things are bothering you, then, you know, let's address it, you know, and let's not pretend they're not there.
For many of us, mental health is something we simply don't talk about. Coach Day says that must change.
You tear your ACL or break your leg, that takes significant amount of, that's a trauma. Well, you know, if something traumatic happens in your life, then you need to address it and put the same amount of resource you would in a physical injury. I think when you think of it like that, it's a little bit more easy to process. So I think that's something that we've talked about, but the more conversation we have, the better.
And Coach has made mental health awareness part of the Ohio State football program. He has experts on board to help the players deal with any and all mental health issues.
We have to make sure that we have this available for our guys, and I would suggest really when it comes to sports in general, I think this needs to be important because today so many young people find their happiness through success in sports, and I'm just talking sports because that's what our life really is. But that's not always healthy, and I think we need to recognize that.
And as mentioned, Ryan Day is doing just that when it comes to his team. He has protocols in place to help his players with mental health issues.